We are looking at Chapter 5, Lesson 2. The first thing we're going to start with is our pattern of the day.
I forgot I needed it.
What?
I forgot I needed it.
Needed one what? Alright, we're looking at our pattern of the day. So I want you to look at the pattern and see if you can figure out the next 3 numbers. And if you can figure out my rule. When you think you know, go ahead and write down your next 3 numbers.
It goes 26 and then 25.
It does. It does. Huh? You have to figure out the rule. So you guys kind of have it because here is. Hold on, let me get another color. You guys have kind of seen one thing. So I actually have a 2-rule pattern here. Probably should have gotten a different color because there's not a lot of contrast there. All right, Jaden? Okay, so this is plus 3, and then I subtract 1. You're right, plus 3, and then I subtract 1. I'm going to have to get harder patterns. Plus 3, but I want you guys to see that I can have kind of 2 rules, right? It's a more complex pattern. All right, so what's the next number going to be? Huh? 30. Because that's a plus 3. Oh. All right, and then my next number, what am I going to do to get to my next number? I'm going to subtract 1, so what's my next number?
29.
All right, and then what's my next rule? I'm going to add 3, so what's my next number?
32.
32. Oh. All right, good. The pattern of the day, that is actually part of the last lesson in this chapter before we take the test. But by the time we get to that lesson, you guys are going to be so used to this that it's just going to come to you automatically. All right. So let's practice factoring real quick as a review. Let's take the number 28. All right, when I tell you to factor a number, what do I want you to do? You have to find all the factors. What are factors?
The number that equals the number.
The numbers that I multiply together to get to this number. So when I want to find the factors, I'm going to draw a line here. Okay, what do I always start with? 1 times the number, right? So I have 1 times 28. There's my first 2 factors. And now I'm just going to go to 2. Will 2 times the number equal 28?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because 28 is when you count by 2, 28.
Perfect. 28 is an even number. Okay, perfect. So 2 times what? You're close. It's 14. You want to get a clue to the 2's? 4 times 2 is 8, so I just need a 1 in front of that, right? That kind of helps me out. All right. Is 3. 3 times something equal 28? Right, okay. Well, and my divisibility rule that we'll talk about in just a second, I add 8 plus 2 together, it's 10. 10 is not a multiple of 3, so that doesn't work. All right, what about 4?
4 times 7.
4 times 7. Do you guys see how knowing your multiplication tables is super helpful with this? Okay? And even though I let you use multiplication tables in class, you do not get to use them on your iReady tests. And you're not going to get to use them on the ACAP. So you've got to be practicing them. All right, what about 5?
No.
What about 6? No. Okay. So I have found all of the factors of 28. How many factors does 28 have?
6.
Has 6 factors. Is 28 a prime number or a composite number? Excellent. All right. So that's a review. Now we're going to get into today's lesson. And today's lesson talks about the divisibility rules. Okay? These are just simple steps that I can follow to determine if a number is divisible. And the ones that we know that are pretty easy are 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and even 10. 10 is not on here, but I can tell you 10. How do I know a number is divisible by 10?
Because 10 is if the last digit have a 5 or a 0.
That's 5. But 10 does. I'd look at the last digit for 10. And if the last digit is a 0. So an example is 150, because the last digit is 0. A non-example is 152. Okay?
The 5?
So 10 and 5 are a lot alike. 5, the last digit is 5 or 0, and 10, the last digit is 0. All right. So this is where all right, and I actually think I want to do this slightly different. I want to take the number 27. So on your notebook paper, write the number 27. We're going to make a little T-chart. You're going to draw a line under the 27, and then you're going to kind of make a big T. All right, and then you're going to write on this side 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and we're going to do 10 just because y'all are really smart. I'm very excited about the second quarter math grades. I'm really super excited. As a class, y'all are doing really, really well in math. Huh? No, we're not going to do 7 because there's not really a divisibility rule for 7. We just have to know 7. All right. Now, we're going to look at our divisibility rules, and we're going to decide if this number up here is divisible by this number here. Now, the other way to say this is I can say, is 2 a factor of 27? That means is 27 divisible by 2? So is 2 a factor of 27? So I look at my rule, 2 is a factor if the last digit is even. So I look at the last digit is 7. Is that even? No. So is 2 a factor of 27? No. So I'm going to write no here. You can write a no. You can write an N. All right, now let's look at the rule for the 3. The rule for the 3 is the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. That means when I add 2 plus 7, what do I get when I add 2 plus 7? 9. That means that 3 times a number equals 9. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So is 3 a factor of 27? Yes. You can put a Y. All right. I love the rule for 5 because I just look at the last digit. And if the last digit is what? 5 or a 0. Is this a 5 or a 0? No. So is 27 divisible by 5?
No.
All right, now, when I look at 6, 6 has to be, if 2 is a factor and 3 is a factor, then 6 is a factor. So if I look here and there are 2 yeses, then this is yes. If there's a no, then this is no. So is 6 a factor of 27? No. No, it is not. All right, the rule for 9 works just like the rule for 3, except I'm doing it with 9. I add the digits together. So I add my 7 plus my 2. When I add 7 plus 2, I get 9. Is 9 times a number 9?
No.
9 times 1 is 9. So yes. So 9 is a factor of 27. All right, and my bonus rule, 10. Is 10 a factor of 27? No, because it does not end in a 0. Now, what is so great about these rules? And we're going to do it with some small numbers, but then I'm going to show you that these rules work for big numbers too. These rules will help you tremendously when you get to middle school and high school and you start working in algebra and you start having to factor numbers, big numbers. Algebra. So, algebra is my favorite. Y'all are going to love it. Okay? So, these divisibility rules, I don't want you to just memorize them and forget them after you take your test on Thursday. You really want to know these rules because this is going to help you for a long, long time. It's like the multiplication tables. They are the gift that keep on giving. All right, so let's make another T chart. Let's do 30. We'll draw a T. And then you're going to write your numbers 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. While you're doing that, I'm going to get a cough drop.
I know what it is for the 10.
All right, hang on to it just for a second. All right, you guys ready? All right. This time you guys are going to kind of answer like a choir. And here's it going to be. The answer is yes. Need a thumbs up. The answer is no. It's a thumbs down. All right? And I'm going to tell you when to answer. So I'm going to review the rules. So I'm going to say, okay, 30. If the last digit is even, it is divisible by 2. Then I'm going to say, is the last digit even? And I'm going to give you, you're not going to answer that out loud. That's just a think about it question. And then I'm going to say, is 30 divisible by 2? And I'm going to say, show me. And I'm going to point my pen at you, and you're going to show me. Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. Is 30 divisible by 2? Show me. But don't be afraid. I'm not going to throw something at you if you're wrong. No, this is the time to be wrong, right? This is the time to be wrong, because if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, I really, truly need to know that now, and not when you're taking the test on Thursday. Okay? All right. So, even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. Is this a 2, 4, 6, 8, or a 0?
0.
Yes, it is. 0 is a 0. So, yes, 30 is divisible by 2, or 2 is a factor of 30. So this is yes. What an even number is that is a number that I can divide into 2 equal groups. And I don't have any left over. All right. So now I'm going to look at 3. I'm going to add the digits together. So I'm going to add 3 plus 0. And I'm going to think, 3 plus 0 is 3. Does 3 times any number equal 3? Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Is 3 a factor of 30? Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. So I add 3 plus 0, and I think that's 3. Can I multiply any number by 3 and get 3?
1, 10.
Okay, Jasmine, I need you to answer. All right. So 3 is a factor because 3 times 1 is 3. So 3 is a factor of 30. So the answer is yes.
Oh, we got 2 yeses.
We have 2 yeses. All right. So now I look for 5. And 5, I look at the last digit. If the last digit is a 0 or, remember, or means either one can be true, or a 5, then it's divisible by 5. Then it's 5 is a factor. So I'm looking at this last digit. The last digit is 0. Is 5 a factor of 30? Show me. Okay, is this a 0? Yes, so the answer is yes.
And 5 times 6 is
All right. Now 6 has to be divisible by 2 and 3. So I look up here. This is yes and this is yes. If both of these are yes, then 6 is a factor of the number. Is 6 a factor of 30?
Yes.
Show me. Tarasha, you are paying a lot of attention to everybody else and not your own paper. Use the, okay. All right. So now I go to 9. I add the digits together, so that's 3 plus 0. And the answer is 3. Can I multiply 3? Can I multiply a number times 3? Can I multiply 9 times a number and get 3? No. Yeah. So it is not divisible by 9. 9 is not a factor of 3. All right? 10. I look at the last digit. The last digit is 0. Is 10 a factor of 30? Show me. Yes, because it ends in 0. All right, let's do another number. All right, go ahead and draw your T-chart. Our number is going to be 36. We got 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. All right, Jasmine, draw your T-chart.
It's 10, 11, and on the chart.
Oh, you're right. Let's do this last one. I was getting just all enthused. What? I didn't hear you. We were just thinking really hard about it. Well, we're going to do 36. I was just having so much fun. Aren't y'all having fun? No. All right, we're going to do 36. And then we're gonna go over what you have to do for your homework. Yeah, you do have homework tonight. Good. All right, let's look at 36.
Joanna's insurance card.
It is. And I told him y'all were like perfect, so please don't make me a liar.
Sorry.
Okay.
I went and got the cybersecurity stuff. Thank you.
Oh, you found the social security
I
all by
did.
yourself? Don't lose that one.
I won't. I'm totally other one.
So had it. All right. Is 36, is 2 a factor of 36? Is 36 divisible by 2? Think about it. Is this an even number? And show me. All right. Yes, it is. Remember, now look at this digit. 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. All right. 3. I add 3 plus 6, I get 9. Will 3 times a number give me 9? If so, 3 is a factor of 36. Is 3 a factor of 36? Show me. Well, let's see. If I multiply 3 times 3, I get 9. So, yes, 3 is a factor of 36. You are correct. But I want to use the rules because that will help me when I'm dealing with a number like 356. So I want to make sure that I know the rules. I use little numbers to learn the rules because I can double check with the, what? It's what?
She said, is your husband a preacher?
Yes, he is. All right. 36. Is 5 a factor of 36? So I look at the last digit. Is it a 0 or is it a 5?
No.
No. So is 5 a factor of 36? Show me.
No.
If this is not a 5 or a 0, then my answer is no. All right? Now, for 6, I go back to 2 and 3. If 2 is a factor, if 3 is a factor, then 6 is a factor. Is 6 a factor of 36?
Yes, it is. Because 6 times 6 is 36.
Okay, Angel, that's fine. That works for now, but it's not going to work later. Shortcuts are for hiking. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're learning the rules. All right? Now I look at 9. I add the 3 plus 6, I get 9. Is 9 times a number 9?
No.
What number can I multiply 9 by to get 9?
Oh.
1. So yes, 36 is divisible by 9. 9 is a factor of 36. What about 10? No. All right, real quickly, I want you to look at page 99 in your little math book. I want you to look at page 99 in your little math books. You're going to want to open it up because that's going to be important. All right, your homework tonight is page 99 and page 100. All right, I want you to cross out number 9, and I want you to cross out number 10. For number 11, it says to list all the factor pairs for 48. What I want you to do is I want you to make a factor rainbow. So you don't have to list it in pairs. You're going to do it like we do it here. Okay, and then make sure you do page 100. Are there any questions? Huh? I know, I'll make up the time, don't worry. No, 99 and 100. So it's the two for lessons 5.2. So page 99 and page 100. It's also on your weekly homework sheet. Can we do it for what? No. No, your homework has to be done for homework. I'll be checking it tomorrow because time. Oh, for Tiger Time. No, for Tiger Time, I want we use that to do stuff that we haven't done in a while to keep it